Well, hey. Well, hey, sport. Hey, mods. Look at that. I'm only like a minute late. I mean, I'm kind of, sort of. Hey, Charcoal Ninja. Hey, mods. Hey, Yardia. I can't get over it. That was so funny, guys. People were mispronouncing names by accident in our Zoom call, and somebody called Yadira Yardia. And I'm not going to say who because I don't want to out them, but it was hilarious. And then I said, ask your doctor if Yardia is right for you. Hey, Case Face. Hey, Allie. Pat Jonas. I love that, Allie. That's so nice. Let's see. Marissa Martin is here. West Coast Fancy Nancy. DS Kitty Diane. I loved having you there yesterday, girl. Hey, Diana H. You're getting more testing done. Okay. Okay. We will. I've been praying for you, but we'll just continue to do that, babe, for sure. That's okay, Charcoal Ninja. Take all the time you need, babe. Hey, Donna Cooper. Hey, Punisher. Liz Tricks. This is her last working Monday, 4 days to retirement. That's insane. And it's on Good Friday. Kind of want to talk about that. Lydia Kraus. I just wanted to say I was going to message you today. Be as kind to people. Guys, I was a little bit of a bump on a log in the Zoom yesterday. I apologize. I've been a bump on a log in my life for like the last few weeks. So I've noticed it, even I've noticed and complained about it to myself, which doesn't sound right, but I have. And so I know you noticed. Well, thanks, Helena. I love you. So, Lydia, be as kind to people as a farmer is to a potato. Her son, Lucas, said that in his little British accent, and it was so damn cute. So, be as kind to people as a farmer is to a potato. Okay. It's not that hard. All right. Be as kind to people as a farmer is to a damn potato. And if you can't do that, get the hell out. Oh, hey, babe. Can't stay, but you look beautiful. Well, you're a little angel, baby, and you're everything but the wings. Hey, Katie Smith. Hey, I Rule, Lilac Lime, DNV. Hey, Barbara Wade. Hey, Buffy. Cheap Chick. Aspire to Inspire, Callie Galley. Joanne Hawley. God, I love her. She looks so cute in her Gertie shirt yesterday. Her and Robin Miners had their Gertie shirts on. Lumen. Guys, yesterday was Lumen's birthday, and I didn't celebrate it enough. Yes, we said your name. Jeez. Lumen, she says happy birthday. Um, I mean it, Lumen. You looked so damn cute. I loved that picture that you posted today. So, everybody, happy birthday to Lumen. Hey, Robin Miners, speaking of, Caroline in Canada. Armine, it's your goddaughter. Marie Marion, Tammy in New York. Lisa Renfro, thank you. Retirement is incredible for Liz. Tiffany Murfitt, hello again, babe. Ghost Rider, thank you, but I wear these all the time, Ghost Rider. I have this frame in 3 different colors, but I really just wear the black, and then sometimes I wear the red. Well, I don't know if you knew that you're really sassy today, girl. Did you know that you were tawny but also full of sass? Little bit of too much attitude. Oh boy. Gemini girl. Hey babe. Copper. Well, I haven't seen you for a minute. Thank you for being here. I've missed you, and thank you for being a member. Copper came over from the boat. Copper was brand new and became a member. That was really nice and supportive. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Susie with an S. Hey, Debbie Zito. Thank you. Hey, MJ. Tracy Colby. Welcome back. Hey, Abigail. Love you more because you're in charge and I have to. I'm not in charge. We've talked about this at length, guys. This really showed in the Zoom call yesterday how I know how to do nothing. The mods literally they're like, I feel like I have general anesthesia and they're breathing for me. I can't do anything. I don't know how to do anything, especially now. Like right now at this point in my life, I think I'm Benjamin buttoning it, but with my mind, like I'm I'm going backwards. Like I'm learning less. We'll have to discuss that sometime when I can. Helena, I love you and thank you for being here. Look how bad my hair looks. Hey, Heavenly Heather Lane. Alicia, I love you. And you know this. And I get real clingy and weird with Alicia. Hey, Wanda. Yeah, my mom and sister's birthdays are coming up too. I got to remember that. Hey, Christy Lynn Wilson. I haven't seen you for a minute. Am I really behind? No, I'm only a minute behind. Catch up. Hurry. Anastasia Pine. It's wonderful to see you, babe. Case face, I know it's a lot. Mary Behrens, Linda Van Pelt, Susie 63123, welcome. Meredith Lynn, looking cute. Rhonda McNeil, I talked about you a lot yesterday in the Zoom call. I won't say who, but we have someone who is getting on the kidney donation list stuff. And I talked about you like, I must have said your name 10 times. But I know I always think about you because Rafi, Armine's husband, and you both are on the list waiting for kidneys. And so I add you to my prayers and all that. I just really want to find a kidney for Rhonda and Rafi. Hey, BB Bean, Mimi made it back. She's pretty cute, isn't she, Buffy? Hey, Kyla. Does anyone else have a hard time with people who just seem to live to create drama? I'm pretty sure all of us do. Yeah, for sure, Allie. Hey, Mary Behrens, guys, tomorrow's her birthday. Happy birthday to Mary Behrens tomorrow. Donna Fulker, welcome. Oh, good, I just caught up. Hey, Lacey Silver. I love you, Rhonda McNeil. I think about it a lot. I'm like, God, I want Rhonda McNeil to find a kidney. I want her to get a kidney. I really want that for her and Rafi. Margie Barr, welcome in. Love you too, DNV. Yeah, there's a lot of Aries. There's a lot of Aries. And is that a good thing? I'm not sure. My mom and sister are both Aries. They're 9 days apart, their birthdays. That's kind of wild. Hey, Ewa. Hey, Wisconsin Barb. Gabriel Michael, welcome in. I probably said your name wrong, but welcome. Nice to see everyone. Renee B, you too. And thank you for being a member, Renee B. It really means a lot, guys. Rafi heard you say it yesterday and said, did Reese just mention me in the Zoom? I mentioned him, yeah, because I want my friends to get kidneys. It makes me sad. It makes me very sad, actually, and I want that for them. That would be Rhonda, or not Rhonda, Robin Miners. We need scratch and sniff Gertie stickers. I don't want to say her name. It has to smell like wood chips and Fritos. It's wood chips and honey, but yes, that would be amazing. Hey, hey, Jan. MJ is in Aries as well. Where do the kidneys come from? I can call you Gabby. Okay, sorry, that's easier. Well, that's probably not for me, although I kind of learned a lot yesterday in our Zoom call based on the woman who is like, it's insane the amount of testing you have to go through. I mean, it's not, if you think about it, it makes sense. If you're going to donate a kidney or an organ to someone and you're alive, it's not a cadaver situation. It makes sense to me because they want to make sure the person donating it, one, is well enough to give one of their kidneys up. But it takes like, I didn't even think about this. And she said like men's kidneys are bigger than women's kidneys. Like bodies can reject organs. So it's a whole thing. But I didn't ask this and I wanted to. I don't know if you can get a kidney from a dead body. I assume you can because people are donors, right? Organ donors. I tried to get on the list to donate. It's a lot. MJ, she was telling us, it is so much testing. Oh, I like that, DNV. I didn't know that. Does it have to be a living donor, Lacey Silver? So that's my question. Can you get a kidney from a cadaver? I mean, I never considered that. If you're an organ donor and you die, like when I worked in ophthalmology, we had cadaver, when we did corneal transplant surgeries, we used cadaver corneas, obviously. But I don't know like what organs are preservable or usable on a dead body versus a live body, mainly from a cadaver. Okay, Armine says, you have a certain amount of time from a deceased person. Okay, I am too, Ghostwriter. It's an interesting topic and it's interesting and it's life-saving, but it's also really sad. Makes me sad for people who are on the list and just waiting and waiting. Not from a cadaver, but before they take someone off life support, they can donate. Interesting, Meredith Lynn. Okay. There's a lot to it, and it just makes me sad. Donors are important. I might end up needing one. Yeah. The hard part is getting on a list, Diana H. Ask Rhonda McNeil and Rafi. It's horrible. And these are the little things that I think I am grateful for, right? Hey, Vicki Andrews, like seriously, when you have these kinds of conversations and when you think about people like Rhonda and Rafi, it's like, boy, I really don't want to complain about much. When I look at my dad, who is super sick, going through 3 different types of cancer, right? It's like, I don't know. Do I really have problems? Organ donations are from living donors or organs donated upon death. Okay, Rhonda, she would know. She is waiting, and so would Armine, and of course Meredith Lynn, because she's a nurse. I'm a living donor. Also, science gets my carcass when the organs are snatched. Okay, well, that's amazing for the people who are organ donors. Everyone gets 2 and only needs 1. Right. I did know that, Rhonda. Your body can reject the organ after the transplant. I know a girl who had 2 or 3 lung transplants. She's only 32. I know that about some people in here. I'm just not naming them, but yes. I know. Katie Smith, I knew somebody was going to say this, and I thought it too. But because others are struggling doesn't mean your pain or struggles are also not real. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I thought about it the second it came out of my mouth. And it's fair to say that. Hey, Karen Doll, because I would say that to someone who just said what I said. Like, we're not comparing or minimizing pain or trauma, right? We're not comparing, we're not minimizing, none of that, right? Like, it doesn't mean yours is any less than or not real. I understand what you're saying. It's just a matter of, I tend to think now that I see my father and just my friends who are not well, I think at least I'm not on a list for an organ, right? Like, I feel grateful that I'm not having to have that added to my plate, because I'm sure it's really scary waiting for something like that. Hey, Catherine B. Hey, Julie. My sister-in-law is waiting for one too. When on a ventilator and you turn it off, they have to pass within 60 minutes. If it goes past 60, the organs are no good. Okay, that's specific. Yay, no comparisons. We love you all. Katie Smith is right. I mean, she's right. And that is something I would say to somebody too, right? I mean, trauma is trauma, and don't minimize other people's trauma. Or your own, right? Hey, Joan Marie, there are 100 plus watching, only 30 thumbs up. I never tell people to hit that, do I? Hit that thumbs up or whatever it is, the like button. Thank you, Joan Marie. Thank you. So, yeah, no comparison. I've had patients go to different countries for organs. Never crossed my mind that people would do that too. And it makes total sense. People go to other countries for surgeries. People go to other countries for dental work. It does make sense. It actually does make a lot of sense. I just never thought about it. Jet Set, my niece gave my dad her kidney. My dad was 72 when he had the transplant. He lived to 93. Wow. Thankful that happened. I love that, Diana H. Reese, you only know the pain you know. So while empathy is good, always remember not to downplay your own pain. If I did that, you'd tell me not to do it. I agree. I was just saying that. And you're right, Helena. And I appreciate you pointing that out. I would say that to any one of my friends. Like, but your pain is also real. Let's not downplay it. Thank you for saying that. I love you, Helena. It's all about the temps of the organs as well. It's why the 60-minute window. Oof. That's a wild thing. I mean, it's a cool thing too. I remember when we would call the cadaver place, for lack of a better term, we would try to get when we were doing corneal transplant surgeries, to get a cornea from a cadaver. And they would tell us all about the person and how long they lived and all of that. Hey, Tennessee girl, it creeped me out a little bit, but it's amazing, right? It's life-saving. Not necessarily a cornea. You can live without a cornea, but I still think that's really cool to be able to take a thin, tiny little cornea and transplant that onto someone else. When Josh was hospitalized, hey, Kestrel. That's terrible, Kestrel. Yes, Karen. Hey, Karen Tootie Greenie. When Josh was hospitalized, there was a baby in the next room from Iran who had cancer. That's so sad. I hope that baby is doing okay. And I'm so glad that Josh is doing better, DNB. First of all, speaking of DNB, hey, Susan Trigg. She was at the Zoom call yesterday. Reese has been a wonderful supporter. If you can't be a donor, remember that support and sharing is huge. Thank you, Rhonda. That's nice of you to say. It means a lot. I think about you, I think more than you realize. I really think about pretty often. I'm like, God, I really want Rhonda McNeil to get that kidney. I want it for Rafi too. I really, really want that for them. So I just put my intentional thoughts out there and I just pray about it. And I think it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Speaking of charities, Yeah, Allie. I had no idea Asher House is just outside of Portland. I thought they were in like North Carolina. Weird. I thought they were up in like New England area. Why did I think that? They're in Portland? God, I even follow them on Facebook. But I emailed with them when we did the charity to them. I thought that they were like up in like upstate New York or something crazy, which may not be New England, but I thought they were in like on the east, northeast, northwest, northeast. I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting better at geography. I almost sound like a real person. I love Asher House. That dude gets a lot of hate though, and that's effed up. Hey, thought criminal. Rafi was 8 years old when his kidney problem started, and they kept it going until complete failure at 18 when he started dialysis. That is so young. He was 8 years old when his kidney problem started. Holy. He's lived a long time that way, though, Armine. That's pretty amazing that he's lived that long that way. Although maybe I could be wrong. I don't know. I would imagine that it would be hard for a body to live like that for that long, and I'm glad he has. Susan Trigg, thank you for the super sticker, babe. Wow, that was really nice of you, and I appreciate that. Maybe there's more than one Asher House. I don't know. Not to get dark, but there are countries that forced organ donation is a real thing. That's kind of dark. Portland, Oregon, people bring animals from all over. The rest, Asher House is amazing. I love Asher House. After I researched them, I love them. I also love that Rocky Kanaka guy. Reese, you or Tommy and Johnny need new mods. Not sure the details. What do you mean by that? Not sure the details. What does that mean? Are you asking because you heard we need new mods, or are you asking because you want to be a mod? Not sure the details. I don't understand the last part of that. I certainly don't, and here's why. I don't like it when stuff isn't straight. My mods run this show. They run a tight ship, and I'm not kidding when I say that. They are very tight-knit, and they're family. We all are at this point, and they have been with me for a long time, my mods, and we don't want to change anything. And I've asked them many, many times, do you guys want new mods? Do we need new mods? Do you need help? And they're like, no, nobody knew. They don't want that. They have like, everybody has their job and they know what to do. So I don't get involved in that, to be honest, Punisher. And I know that sounds crazy. Hey, Panda, but they really do run the show. And so I would literally have to ask them. And they always say no, because I offer it a lot. Because if I say I'm going live, I feel like someone will message me and be like, hey, I'm at a doctor's appointment. I can't be there. And then I start to feel guilty. And I'm like, well, do you guys want something new? Do you want new mods? Do we want to add help? Like, good God, do we need new people? And they're always like, no. So I'm like, okay, I don't run this show. I literally don't even work here. But I don't know about Tommy. Tommy and Johnny may. It's a good question to ask them. Honestly, Punisher. I don't know how many mods. I am in mod for Tommy and Johnny, but I rarely hop on Johnny's channel. So I don't know how many he has. And so I don't even know how many I have. How many do we have, guys? 9, 10? Yeah, they always tell me no. It's no joke. Like it's, hey, Squirrel Girl, it's a well-oiled machine, and my mods get weird about it because I'm always like, don't you guys want some help? Like, don't we want new people? I'm happy to add new people. You know me. I'm like, let's all be friends. And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, fine, fair, whatever. Do your own damn thing then. And they're like, thanks, we do. And then I'm like, oh, okay. I'm going to eat some spaghetti. So Punisher, great question though. It's kind of hot in here. What? Oh. All right, guys, pause for a minute. Hold on. Good Lord, you guys scared the ever living out of me. I was getting my 12 gauge. Okay, we're good. It was Amazon. It was in a normal car. I'm sweating. Hold on just a minute. I know. Sorry, guys. Sorry to show you how fat I am. God, I'm fat today. I am so overweight. I am so stressed out. Bo has a very serious bark. I was telling Tommy today, like, I think I've gained 10 pounds. I bet you anything I'm around 190. I bet you anything. I am so stressed out. I wish I could share with you what's happening. Oh, she does have a really intense little bark. We forgot that you showed your little bark. Bo has a really scary ass bark. Why don't you come up here? Bo has an intense bark. My mom came over the other day and she was like, damn, that dog has a scary bark. I said, he does. Bo doesn't F around. He sounds like my German Shepherd. He does. He has a very baritone, like intense bark. Good boy, Bojangles. Bojangles. He's a great guy. And he says, I'll rip your lungs out. Oh, he says, I don't F around. I might look like a poodle, but he's like, oh, Dexter your ass. Well, that's terrifying, Jangies. That's absolutely terrifying. Bojangles, he says, I'll kill a mother effer. He is a country dog. Hey, Brenda, do you have a mid-century modern decorating theme? Chad said I don't. I love mixing. I love a pop of whimsy. So as you can see, we've got some whimsy there. Personally, I really like contemporary, but I love it mixed with vintage. I love a Well, speaking of, oh, he's so nice. He says, Mom, I'll kill somebody. I'll rip their lungs right out. We know that you will, Bojangles. He says, as long as you feed me my lunches, I'll kill them. We know this. We know you're a country man. Country boy can survive. Oh, Mimi. No, it's no joke. I really have gained weight. Like my pants, like these are a size large, these pants, and all of my other ones are a medium. And I noticed when I put the mediums on, I was like, oh, I can't breathe. So I put the larges on today. I'm stress eating like you don't even know. And I'm honestly just telling you that so that the haters have something to make money off of. What was I saying just before that? I feel like I was saying something of meaning. Was I? Or was I thinking it? I can't remember. I really am all over the place. I'm fairly spotty. I'm going to go back. Oh, the chairs. So I like a little bit of also, not that this had meaning, but Yadira, Yardia. I love a pop of whimsy, my friend, but I also love vintage. Like I love nothing more than going to like a antique store and finding a really, hey, Heather Rhodes, like a vintage bookshelf or something cool, or like a something I'm looking for. I've been hunting for years, and I'm not kidding. I want it bad. What would you call this? I would say, why are you staring at me like that? Good Lord, girl, it's too hot to be holding you. What would you call it? Be like something. Here's what I want, because if one of you has it, maybe you can give it to me. It's like a shelf. It's like this. It's the salt. You're gaining water. I don't think so. I think it's food for sure. Happy 13th anniversary to Mr. Knuckles. Happy anniversary. That's so cute, Shelly. God, you guys are cute. I love all of your pictures. And thank you. You didn't have to super chat that. That's adorable. Okay, stay with me now, because if you have one of these, I want it. Okay, so you're going to give it to me if you have one. It's like a shelf like this. It's like this tall, yay tall. But it's like it from an old vintage ass pharmacy from like the 1400s. And it has little boxes, like drawers, but they're like small, and you pull them out. And I want to say the word that comes with that is apothecary, but I don't fucking know anything. Hey, I need a card. I want one of those so bad. Hey, Courtney Ann, can somebody tell me what the hell that's called? No one. It's got a million little drawers. I want it for my bedroom/bathroom. Apothecary table. It's not a table though. MLB Tracy. Hi, by the way. It's tall. It's like a cabinet. A cabinet. Apothecary cabinet? Well, somebody get me one, would ya? Because I want to put all my shit in it. I want to put my jewelry in it. I want to put my Moroccan oil stuff in it. I want to put, hey, Linda Garden Lady, I want to put Gertie's cowboy hat in it. I want to put Kellyanne in it, if you know what that is. If you don't, that's okay. I want to put earrings in it, maybe a couple of pictures, right? Maybe a picture of Fred. I want one. They're not hard to find. I've seen them, Lisa Renfro. Here's the problem. They're 1,000 pounds. And I just have seen them at the wrong times. Like I'll see them in other towns where, right? Oh, me too, thought criminal. I'll see them in another town where I'm like not near my house. Okay, you're just staring at me. Well, I wish that you wouldn't do that because it makes me kind of uncomfortable. I think it's rude. Did you know that it's tiny though? Did you know that you're super small? You can find versions of those at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, but I want the real damn thing. Yeah, Armine got her this too. Hunky, I don't think you're going to wear it. Do you think you might wear this for Easter? Oh, my sweet stars, girl. Unbelievable. And it's really fitting because we do live out in the country and shit. Why can't you just do it and put a smile on your face? Hey, jealousy. It's an antique thing and I want it. I want it bad. Yeah, Katie Smith. Why can't somebody get me one? Buffy. Interesting, Jet Set. Anyway, I want one and I want to put all my stuff in it. Thanks, Justice Jane. Well, you asked for it, girl. Okay, can I set you back down because I'm too hot? Oh my God, though. Aren't you unbelievable? You really are unbelievable. Every time I look at you, I just think, oh my God, I'm in love. I think, holy David the gnome. It's tiny. I think it's a woodland fairy tale creature, to be honest. It does, Armine. I'm really all over the place. Guys, I'm super scatterbrained. But I want to say this. Speaking of Zoom calls, great Zoom call. I'm sorry that I was a bit checked out, and I really was. That Zoom call was not the best one because I did not feel like I had. They are the real thing. It's just not antique from Hobby Lobby. Good idea, thought criminal. I mean, Courtney Ann, I'll go take a look. I haven't been to a Hobby Lobby in years. As soon as I heard you wanted it, I went to Amazon. The price ranges from $65 to $150. Abigail, I don't think it's the same thing that we're talking. Hey, Crafty Carrie, I'm so glad I got to see you yesterday. Abigail, it's really big. I want one, guys. Maybe I should check out. Maybe I should look. I've never looked at like fake ones. I want like a real one, but it doesn't matter. I'm 41. Who gives a shit? I just want one. You did go this morning, Holly. So I'm sorry that I was kind of checked out in that Zoom call. GoFundMe for Reese's Apothecary Cabinet. Who's in? Yeah, Angie Mo. That won't piss anyone off. Hey, Mermaid. By the way, hey, Angie Mo. I was not with it. They're $2,000 and up for antique. Not around here, my friend, not around here in the middle of nowhere. I saw one with Tommy, like right when I moved here. And I thought about it and I was like, I want it. Should I get it? Because you can lift it. And he was like, why don't you get it? And I was like, why don't I think about it? So I left and it was, I want to say it was like $125. It was not expensive. It was not like what I thought it was going to be. It was this massive, heavy cabinet thing. Yeah, Abigail, me too. Facebook Marketplace. And I went back and it was gone. So I think it probably depends on where you live. $2,000 and up. I think it depends on what part of town you're in, honestly. No, Mimi, there are no yard sales here. Life is short, Reese, buy it. Thanks, Mermaid. And I love your name. We don't come to the Zooms for you to be on and entertain us. We just come to be real and connect. I love you, Meredith Lynn, for saying that. Thank you for saying that. But I know you guys noticed. A lot of people noticed. Hey, Eric, that I was just not myself. And I'm not myself, and that's a bummer, but it's gonna be that way for a little bit, I think, sadly. I just have a lot, that I have to deal with that I haven't found solutions for yet. But, there was something I wanted to say. That whole damn Amazon delivery freaked me out and it threw me off my damn game. I don't know what I wanted to say. There was something I wanted to specifically talk about. I mean, I'm not going to talk about it today because I didn't title it properly, but this week I definitely, and I need to do a little research on it myself. And I don't usually talk about the topics of current Scientology stuff. I only really talk about my own story in Scientology, but this has me pretty upset and I want to talk about it. Um, yeah, that's what I want right there. It is her birthday. Happy birthday. I think she's 42. I think she's 42. Yeah, happy birthday, Crafty Carrie. I'm really glad we got to talk to you. Sometimes a university or school will sell their old, that's what it is. It's a card catalog cabinet. That's what it is, like an old library cabinet. That's what I want. That's it. How long did this one last? If I remember right, you said the last one was 17 hours. Oh, it was only 8 hours. I was exhausted at the 8 hour mark. I can't hang much right now. Like I'm taking naps and stuff throughout the day. I don't feel like myself and I'm fat and I'm stress eating and I'm diabetic. So when I do snack or eat, which I've never done, but now I'm doing that, it skyrockets my blood sugar and I get really tired and I have to lay down. So it's not good. Like nothing's good right now. But I'm being mindful of it. This sounds insane. It's okay. We love you, Diana H. This sounds crazy, guys, but like, have you ever, when you're aware, you're self-aware and you're going through something good and you're like, I'm really noticing that I'm doing this right. I'm getting a good night's sleep. Hey, Viggy Cat, and my life is getting better. Hey, Cat, have you ever noticed that? Do you ever notice when it's the opposite? It's a weird thing to ask, but do you? Like, I notice so much, like my habits are all off. I noticed that I went one day last week without even taking a shower. If you know me, like hey, Puka Vista, I'm really weird about cleanliness and just not my thing. I get real weirded out. So I skipped a shower. My eating habits are terrible right now. Hey, Original Anne. I'm tearing myself down a little bit more right now. I'm beating myself up and kind of shaming myself over what's going on behind the scenes. And so do you ever notice when it's the opposite? Do you ever notice when you're like, wow, my habits are off and I'm really kind of self-destructing, self-sabotaging? I think that's crazy, but I'm really noticing it. So what I said to someone today was I was like, I'm not doing well. I'm like stuffing my face and stress eating and all of that, but at least I'm aware of it. Does that sound crazy? I literally am aware of it. Like when I go eat a fruit snack or something, I never do stuff like that. Not much anymore. I mean, hey, Happy Days, hey, Charlene, is it depression? It isn't for me, Ghostwriter. I know exactly what it is. I know what's going on. I can pinpoint exactly to a T what's happening in my life right now. And there's something really, really massive and heavy that I'm going to have to endure and go through. And I'm not at liberty to talk about it, but it is rocking my world. It is rocking my existence. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. Abigail, you just made me think of it. Julie, you have problems with motivation right now. I understand. I don't have problems with that. I just have problems with I'm really stressed out and I'm just aware of my habits are normally like very different and my habits have gone to shit. And this hasn't happened to me. Not like this. I've never had anything like this happen to me. I know that when I was outed from Scientology, when that happened, I went through a very dark depression for a few months, but this is even worse than that. Had to go on Mounjaro because of diabetes. Yeah. Oh, wow. Good for you, Copper, that you lost the weight. I am not losing weight on my diabetes drug anymore because it's not doing anything because it's an appetite suppressant, but I'm overriding that. I'm so stressed out that I'm just stress eating. If you pray to God and seek the favor of the Almighty, and if you are pure and live with integrity. He will once again fill your mouth with laughter and your lips with the shouts of joy. Well, that's happy. I like that. Old Testament, Abigail. Thank you. That's very fitting. Thank you for that. And thank you for the super chat. Therapy helps you get in tune with those things because before you were numbed, a lot of them. Happy days. That is such a good point. So that's what I mean. Actually, you make a great, we talked about this a little bit the other day. Therapy does really give you tools to be self-aware. And thank you for your super chat. So it's good and bad because I'm totally aware of it. I'm totally aware of my bad habits right now. I'm aware of my cranky attitude with Tommy when it happens. Like I don't have it here because I'm only here 2 hours a day, but like I'm going through some periods of like probably depression, but frustration. I feel like my hands are tied feeling, stuff like that. Thank you for your super chat. And it's at least I have to say, at least I recognize it. I'm in my 40s. I was hoping it was perimenopause, but I feel like I've been like this since my parents passed. Okay, life is hard. Yeah. And I'm so sorry for you that your parents passed. You are young for that to happen. And I'm truly sorry. That will rock your world. And I'm sorry. Hey, Heidi, July, carnivore saved your life. I really don't eat meat. Every once in a while, I will eat like a piece of bacon, but I don't eat meat much at all. Hey, whine a little bit more. Hey, Sigrid. Being aware is good because you can monitor and then you can adjust when other things are settled. I absolutely am monitoring it. And yes, I'm spiraling downward. I'm so sorry, Aspire. I hope whatever is troubling you and soon I can tell that you are sad. Thank you, Ricky and Drake. I don't think there's going to be any end in sight for a while, but I don't lay down and take anything ever. So I don't feel defeated. I'll get through it. I'll absolutely get through it. Got to eat your protein. Yeah, I don't, Copper, get a lot of protein. I really don't. I like eggs, cheese, cottage cheese. That's about it. Do I eat more at night? Oh, God, yes. Yeah. Mad drop. Hey, Katie did it. Hey, Nicola. And I will get through it, guys. I just don't have a solution right now. And sometimes I think I don't want to stream because I don't want to just be a bummer to these people. Like, I don't want to just be a downer. But we talked about this a lot in the Zoom yesterday. And I have to, it helps me to come on and talk to you guys. But I know that it helps somebody else too. Hey, Jerry Ellen. Thought criminal night eating is so bad for you. And I think it would like be so much better if I could stop eating like anything after 6 o'clock, I'd be in great shape. Here's the problem. I eat till like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And then I don't eat again till about between 1 and 4 in the afternoon, just depending on when I get hungry. So I don't eat breakfast. Thank you, Karen Doll. Sugar is not good if you're depressed. Sugar can leave you feeling more depressed and more tired. Yeah, and it's also not good because I'm diabetic. So like I'm really wreaking havoc on my body right now, and I can feel it. I know that my sugars are high. I'm getting dizzy. I know it's a problem. And I need to just, so I mean, before I get into the next topic, I was thinking about this today. I was thinking, I hate how sick my father is, my stepdad. He's just riddled with cancer and he's very sick. He's very weak. And so, yes, Anne, I only really eat about a 7 to 8 hour window a day. My stepdad is super sick. And we were talking about this yesterday in the Zoom. And I was saying how a lot of people were saying like how good it is that I live here now. So I can be around him. I can spend time with him. And that's so true. And so I think all the time, like, what can I be grateful for? Exactly, Tiffany. Yeah, my A1C is probably going to be skyrocketed. Exactly. I agree with that, Pat Jonas. That's what kind of where I was going with this. Hey, Jennifer Ogle. Thank you, Aspire. That's really a nice thing to say. I know this is temporary. I'm glad that I can just pull the things that I'm grateful for, which is he's sick. I'm grateful that I can be here, that I can spend all the time I can with him. I can have conversations with him. I already went through this when I lost my husband. So it's like I'm kind of aware of like say everything you need to say, do all the things so that you don't feel like regrets, right? And I know that you all know that, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like when my husband died, I did not think for a second, I wish I had said this. I wish I had done that. I didn't have any regrets there. I said everything I wanted to say to him. And I'm really, really thankful that I did. And I feel the same way about my dad right now. March is the hardest month for depression and anxiety. April, it rains. By May, we are perking back up. That's hard for me to believe because it's such a beautiful month. Here it is. I was thinking that today. I thought, God, from now to like November, it's going to be super nice. I can get my like cuter clothes out. It has to do with the cortisol level, which is probably sky high for you right now. Stress hormone, probably so. Yeah, I wish I could tamper that down, Debbie. But I had a point. Pat Jonas, yes. Oh, I know, Pat Jonas. It was your comment actually. So I can't control that. I cannot control. Hey, Sierra Terry, I cannot control him being sick. I cannot control cancer. I can't do anything about that. But I was thinking about it today. Thanks, Sigrid. I love 80s looking clothes. What I was thinking today is like, I am really fat. I am noticeably like, my stomach's like pouching out. My face looks puffy. Like I see it and I'm not ashamed of that. I mean, I know haters love to call me fat and make fun of how fat I am, but that's kind of bizarre in a lot of ways just because that's something a child would. It's very childlike and juvenile. It's like that's the best you got. I mean, one, but two, America has a weight problem. So it's kind of weird that you're like, oh, she's fat. Like, yeah, a lot of us are fat. I don't know if you know that, but it's kind of rampant, right? So I'm not ashamed of it or anything like that, but it is something I can control. I cannot control my dad's cancer. I can't slow it down. Yes, Katie Smith. I cannot. I love you, Joanne Hawley. I can't do anything about that. You know, Angie Mo's problem that she's having, I can't fix it for her. I can't control it. I invited her to the Zoom call because I wanted her to feel some connection, right? I'm just saying that because I think of my friends and people that I can't help them. I can't control. But there are little tweaks and things we can do to try to control. Like my getting fatter is completely within my control. And it's not just that I'm getting fatter. I mean, I don't care, if that's triggering. I'm gaining weight. And I can control that. And I should. It's actually, oh my God, I almost just said a Scientology term. I was going to say it's actually out ethics. It's out ethics of me, which means, I mean, I can imagine you understand what that means. It's very something a Scientologist says on a regular basis. I'm trying to think of another way of putting it. Yeah, Julie, I know. It's a disservice because I am diabetic. So it's not like I'm just like, oh, I'm putting on weight. Like it's dangerous. It's bad for me. I have high cholesterol as it is. Like I am a female. I'm in my 40s. Like diabetes, like chance of risk of heart attack and stroke goes up. Like it's uncontrolled. Now, Pat Jonas is right. This is temporary and I'll get through it and then I'll get back to working on my health. I've been working on it for years and I really, really got my A1C down to an excellent level with my doctor. So I was in a much better health range. But right now I'm like, I can control this. I absolutely can control this. And it's kind of pissing me off that I'm acting aloof about it. I'm kind of like, well, I'm just going to eat everything in sight. No, like knock that shit off because you can't control how much time I have left with my dad. I can't control anything that goes on in my life really that's happening to me. But I'm like, knock this shit off. You can control this. You're just choosing to look the other way, literally. Like I will hop on a call with Tommy at night and I'll like go to my kitchen cabinet before I go to bed and I'll grab like 2 fruit roll-ups, my almonds, and I'll just like sit there and mindlessly snack. And it's like, stop. It's really bad for you. Do you feel like you're grieving? Charlene, I have a hard time with what that word really means and the process of grieving, only because it's kind of like the word faith. We never used that in Scientology, and we're not allowed. It's more important than grief on this one, or faith, because you're not allowed to. Hey, chef, you're not allowed to grieve in Scientology. If someone dies, and I assume that's what you're talking about, or like you suffer a major loss, Scientologists are like, quit this shit and get back to work. Let it go. Get a new husband. Move on. Like, it's no joke. You're not even like, you don't even get 10 seconds to cry. I've been to Scientology funerals where they're like, no crying, no crying. Like, it's a thing. You say goodbye to the person, you wish him well at a Scientology funeral, and you're like, see you when you get back, John. Like, there is no death in that sense. It's a coping mechanism. Katie Smith, your desire to help is from a place of hope, and that is special. Never lose that. Wow. Your desire to help is from a place of hope. Thank you, Katie. I mean, that's true. I never thought about that before, but that's a good observation. Thank you. Thank you, Katie. And I appreciate your super chat, babe. Well, fruit roll-ups are made of pears, so technically health food. I know. And I even buy the organic ones from Costco. So it's not like the junk version, but still. And they're not fruit roll-ups. They're like fruit sticks. They're like these weird organic little, like, the flavors are so good. It's like raspberry lemonade, strawberry banana. And they're just like these short little sticks. And if I could choose anything candy wise, it's always like a gummy bear or fruity something. It's a bummer. Salt too, like salt, chips, and like fruity stuff are my downfall. Hey, Tennessee girl, you're beautiful in spite of what you say. You are young. You are out of that cult. Count your blessings over and over. I totally agree with that. You are pre-grieving the loss of your dad for sure. Yeah, it very much, we've all experienced this, guys, in life, where like you have so much on your plate that the way I think of it is like the water is rising and you're kind of like going like you're like holding your breath, right? Like you're getting nervous because it's coming and there's so much happening. So that's it. That's a good way of putting it. Hey, Honey Lou, thank you. For sure, happy days. This is all coming from your past trauma, says Jerry Ellen. This makes you reluctant to face current problems. Squash that. You got this. Absolutely. And I don't disagree with that. It's a very motivating thing to say. Hello, Reese. Hey, Alana. Second last night in Aruba, and I'm wearing a dress. First one I bought in 4 years. Dang, girl. I'd love to see a picture if you send me one. I wouldn't show the world, but thank you for sharing that. I love that for you, Alana. I'm excited about your life right now. Abigail, for those feeling off or helpless, stay alert. Watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. Stand firm against him. I believe that to be true. Thank you, Abigail. I believe that to be very true these days. I feel it because of all the shit that's coming at me right now. Thank you for your New Testament. Thank you for your super chat, Abigail. Maybe balance out the fruit roll-up thing with some cottage cheese. Yeah. And honestly, Dawn, I've been buying a lot of salads at Trader Joe's. I've been buying a lot of their salads, and I eat probably about one a day of those. I crave salad a lot. We call it anticipatory grief. In my Alzheimer's support group, sometimes it's like terminal cancer. It's a long goodbye. Yes, I could see that. And I've actually heard of that before, working in senior living case phase. Thank you for sharing that. That means a lot. And thank you for your super chat, babe. Wow, chef. Hey, I'm your Huckleberry Heather. You could be snacking on so much worse. And I did say salt, Mimi. Yeah, I mean, my go-to, hey, Natalie Travis, my go-to is always, I'm trying to think like the last couple of weeks, what have I been reaching for? Chips, spicy shit. I always eat anything spicy, anything around me. Hummus, but that's not anything I've been going to the last couple. I've been eating hummus for decades. But spicy hummus, like with the peppers all over it and stuff like that. and fruity stuff like fruit snacks, fruit roll up thingies, and gummy bears. I get gummy bears at Sprouts. I try to get the gummy bears. Hey, Kevin, that don't have the dyes in them, the cancer causing dyes, which sucks because it costs so much more to buy. But it's important to me to buy gummy bears that are like colored with fruit, like beets and stuff like that. I really don't want to be eating that red dye shit. So I have a question. Speaking of Abigail, and I'm not going to get into this too much because I don't want to make people uncomfortable. I say chips or the lake. I force myself to only eat every 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean it's a thing. It's. I'm not a hey Sandra Fish. It's not. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not embarrassed. It's actually like one of my favorite things right now is that my current haters are making fun of how fat I am. Again, I love it. I love that they're doing that. Like the more the merrier that you plump up my thumbnail because it's such a bad look. Like weight is a problem for a lot of women. Not all, but a lot of women, men too. But it's something we all share in as a whole. So it's just funny to me. It's like, yes, please make fun of how fat I am because the cheese really stands alone there. No, we all experience that. Who cares? Is that the best you have? It's so kindergarten to me. It's so infantile. I have a question though. Thank you, Natalie. And I don't want to make it weird, so I'm probably going to do a stream. Thank you, Chef. I'm probably going to do a stream toward the end of the week. Maybe I should just wait to do a stream at the end of the week. I don't want to make people uncomfortable. And I don't like to do this unless I title it properly. Hey, Laura Lou. It's about like the upcoming thank you, Natalie Travis. I totally agree with that. The haters are absolute losers. There's no question. Hey, Ruby. I want body shaming. Yeah, mermaid. A thick woman is hot. I've always been chubby anyway. Like I've always my weight right now, if I had to guess, because I don't have a scale, I'm probably around 185, maybe upwards of 190. But I've always weighed like for as long as I can remember, I've always been like 175. It doesn't really change much. It fluctuates 175 to 185 where I'm really fat. But I mean, like it's all in my stomach. I carry all my weight in my tummy. And so it's not like it's weird that that's what they go for these. That's where they've gone. Hey, sorry about that. That's the best they can take shots at right now. And I'm just enjoying it very much. I'm really enjoying it. I just think, wow, like that's the best we had. This is America. Are you out of your damn mind? Like everybody's fat right now. Why do you think everybody's on Mongiorno? Hey, Starlina, I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But please keep going by all means. You're really making a dent. Here's my question. Do you collect Bibles? No, Chef, I don't. Thank you, Natalie. Me too, Donna. Here's my question. And I don't want to make this weird for people. So this year, I care obviously and believe in God. This is going to be the first full year of my life where like I have turned to God. I believe in God. Don't want to make this weird for the people who don't. Not pushing God on you. I've said this 100 times. When I was a Scientologist and someone walked up to me and was like, "Do you know the Lord?" I was like, "No, get the fuck out of my face." It made me so uncomfortable. Not pushing the God thing. Good for you, Alana. But God, this year will be my first full year of believing in God. Natalie, I understand. Thank you, mermaid. Wow, you are beautiful and have $1 million smile. No one can say that you are unattractive. They try real hard, but thank you, girl. So I want some of the holidays to mean something to me this year is what I'm trying to trying to blurt out here. And I'll do a specific stream on it because, again, I don't want to make people feel weird. But is there anything this week that people do that I need to know that like you guys do that believe in God and celebrate? Um, yeah, I probably could, Buffy. You know what I'm saying? Like it is the week of Easter. So is there anything that like people do that's like a tradition that's something that maybe I want to be a part of? I will choose. I'm not just going to blindly do something, but like are there things that people do? Yeah, Natalie, we don't discuss politics here. We do dip into religion just because this was based on me coming out of Scientology. So we don't disrespect people's religions here, but because I know nothing about other religions, I do tend to ask about other religions just because I'm curious about it. I can only speak to Scientology, but it's out of a curiosity thing, Natalie. It's not like a debate. Yeah, okay. I was going to do a God stream this week, right about Good Friday. What does it mean? What are the traditions? Yeah, like what is it? What do people do? Hey, Sunrise Cupcake. Easter sunrise service can be pretty amazing. So I got invited today to an Easter service, and I've never been to an Easter service before, and I'm a little hesitant just because I'm like, I don't know, what does that mean? What does it entail? Like, do I have to do something weird? Do I have to like drink something? Okay, Heather Snoopy. I don't know what you mean, Kevin. Hey, I rule. Good point, Mermaid. I like that. Okay, Julie. Easter dress, pastel colors. I could probably find something. Okay, Anne, thank you for that. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll talk, we'll specifically just dress really nice. So I can do that. I definitely have the clothes for that. Just attend and listen. Okay. If someone is with you, go. Liz Tricks, I got invited. A friend and her husband invited me. Me and Huxley, of course. It varies depending on the denomination. Easter is one of the most popular holidays. Let me look because she sent me the let me see if it says what it is actually. It's a non-denominational church. What does that mean? Will they talk about God then? Do they talk about God if it's non-denominational? Easter service will be heavy in He is risen. If you focus on spring, rebirth, renewal, it should be powerful. Okay, see, I like that right there. That's what I mean. I like that. I like that right there. Focusing on spring, rebirth, renewal. Those kinds of, hey, Rhonda, those kinds of things make me feel inspired right there. Motivated already. You just motivated me right there. I like that. Is that what the message is for Easter? For people who go to church for Easter? Is that the message? Like rebirth, renewal. I like that. If that's the message, I'm going, if that's what it means. Other than going to church with family, we always do a dinner together, egg hunt for littles. My kids still get Easter baskets. I believe that 100% knowing you. That's so cute. Easter service is great because it's joyous, not somber or sad. Okay. Non-denominational usually means it's not affiliated with any specific denomination. Oh, but is it affiliated with God? Do they talk about God? Non-denominational will be awesome, Reese. It means it's not a denomination like Catholic, Jewish, Method. It's generic. Okay, so it's just like a mixed bag? Interesting. Mine is non-denominational. We focus on the generalities, not the specifics. Okay, I think I understand that. So Jesus washed away our sins to start afresh, essentially. I love that. Renewal is the message, says Jerry Ellen. Remembering that Jesus died on the cross for your sins, you can have everlasting life. Oh, yeah, I want to go then. I want to go. I'm excited to go to an Orthodox Easter Pascha service in New York. We do it at night by candlelight. What does the word Orthodox mean? What does that mean? Is that a religious word? Rebirth is the message. I like that. Hey, Lynn Swell. Okay, Katie. It's a much more easy introduction to God and church. Okay. Anyone who believes in God can go. I like that. It's Christian without the specific beliefs. Okay. Orthodox is a denomination. So Orthodox is a religion. That's is a denomination a religion? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I want to go then. I like what Katie said about it. If that's the case, I really like that. I'm going to have Huxley go with me. Maybe I'll go get him a nice shirt this week, like at TJ Maxx or something, like a nice button down shirt. I don't know that he has any currently because I think he's outgrown all of his. I think I'm going to go pick him up a nice button down shirt. I'll have him wear his nice jeans and pick something up for him to wear. That sounds lovely. Orthodox means traditional, original, long-standing. Okay. Still Christian, but not governed by a larger governing church body. Terry's church is non-denominations. Okay. It's strict, basically. Okay. 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 Hmm. Orthodox is usually a Catholic thing. I'm glad you're going because this is probably your ticket out of the funk that you're in for. Yeah, I might love it. I'm kind of excited about this now, especially because that's what I need right now, guys, is like renewal, rebirth, not out with the old, in with the new, right? Okay, happy days. Orthodox is very strict. Non-denominational is ideal for you, not having all the specifics that other denominations do. Okay. Abigail, my stepbrother is does a live stream service on his, so I have been watching his just because my stepdad watches too. Hey, Cindy G. Thank you, Mimi. Okay, I agree, Kevin. That is a good feeling, guys. Even if you don't believe in God or celebrate Easter, I would never push that on you, and that's your choice. But I do like the idea of just the thought of like shedding your skin, like renewal, rebirth. I love that. I absolutely find that very motivating. It's very, very motivating. And I think we all need that. Yeah, Tennessee girl. Thank you, Cindy G. Yeah, I love this. Okay, thank you, Tracy Colby. So maybe this week, maybe I'll title it. I don't know what day we'll do it. Maybe Thursday or Friday. We'll do some kind of a God stream because we haven't done one in a while. And for the new people who are like, what the hell does that mean? I've been doing since starting to believe in God and coming fully out of Scientology. And like what I mean by that is like deprogramming as best as I can and as fast as I can. Now I have all these God questions. And so I can't answer them. I know nothing about God. I know nothing about the Bible. And so you guys come to me for Scientology stuff, and I can talk to you about that for hours and hours. And hey, Nancy, I can answer every question, but I can't when it comes to God stuff. So you have been gracious and kind when I do these God streams to answer my questions. And my questions are not meant to be challenging people or insensitive or offensive in any way, but I really know nothing. And so I've been learning little by little when we do these God streams, and they're not for everybody, right? I definitely label it and I tell you when we're going to do it so that you don't have to come if it's not. And it's not like we're going to start doing God streams. We've done a handful of them, and it's really just something for me to learn. And I do learn. Boy, do I learn when we do them. I love that, Holly. Yes. Friday is Good Friday. Tommy should be in on this too. It'd be fun. Buffy, I might do it myself this time, but I can ask him. It would be something we would have to plan. Do you do anything specific on Good Friday? Like, do you eat some specific kind of food, or do you do something? Is there something that you're doing? Reese, you can get a learning Bible. I think I have one. Okay, Abigail. Hey, old Charlie. I could see that, mermaid. It can get emotional. I knew that part, sunrise cupcake. No meat or fish. Well, then I won't have a problem there. No meat on Fridays. No problems there. Now, quick question, and then we can move on because I don't want to do this stuff right now and disrespect people. Why no meat on Friday? Didn't he die on Friday? Didn't Jesus die on Friday? Why would you not eat meat on the day he died? I'm curious about that. I've never heard of that in my life. Hey, Deborah Ricci. Hey, Diane Miller. A kid's Bible. Liz Trick sent me one. Bye, Chef. Thank you for being here. Good Friday is a tough one. It's the day Jesus died on the cross. That's depressing. It's a sacrifice. Huh. I think Lent is the weeks leading up to Easter, which gives you something for the month, I believe. We're not supposed to eat any meat during Lent for 8 weeks. What the hell is that? What is a Lent? It's a fast for the 40 days and 40 nights of Lent. What is a Lent? Like a lentil? I don't understand. What do you mean? I don't eat meat. I don't eat meat anyway. I'll be going to Good Friday service at my church. Good Friday celebrates the crucifixion. Okay. Huh. Lent means 40 days. So it's like a period of time. You give up something that is important to you for the day, for Friday. It's like a sacrifice we offer up to Jesus. It's not just that Friday, it's all through the Lenten season. Okay, so Lent is short for Lenten. Does that mean 40 days? So Lenten is 40 days? Oh, okay. Lent is when Jesus was in the desert. I know I'm losing people. They're getting pissed. People are like, I don't want to talk about this. Okay. Well, wow. It's 40 days. So Lent is 40 days. Interesting. Whew, that's a long time to give something up. How do you guys do it? You guys give up eating meat for 40 days? I don't know about Mardi Gras. No, I mean, I know the term Mardi Gras, but I don't know what it means, where it comes from. I don't know the origin or derivation of it. Jesus spent 40 days in the desert, and we give something up to remember that. And that starts on Friday. You have to give up something for 40 days. Oh my God. What do you guys give up? What would I give up? Do you have to like it? Is it something, can you give up something you don't do anyway? Giving up meat on Fridays is the least sacrifice we can do. But is it giving up meat for 40 days? I guess I'm confused. She said giving up meat on Fridays. Is it just Fridays out of the 40 days? So it's one day a week for 40 days? Tennessee girl, I don't think I could. That's not going to work for me. That is why Mardi Gras is called Fat Tuesday. Mardi Gras is a religious thing? I thought Mardi Gras was when people take their shirts off. Okay, maybe we should save this for the God stream. I'm starting to feel really dumb. Just good. I'm confused. So, okay. Okay. It can be various things. I've heard people sacrifice social media. Okay, but I don't understand. Is it for 40 days or is it just 4 Fridays or a Friday afternoon, mid-morning? What's happening? Giving up meant on Fridays. I had no idea that Mardi Gras was religious. Mardi Gras to me is like a jester party. I thought it was like this debaucherous tit swinging thing. Okay, so for 40 days, coffee? Who gives up 40 days of coffee? You might as well just give up forever. So during the 40 days of Lent, I don't know if I want to do this. Maybe next year. Those of us who celebrate, we give up stuff or add stuff. I can add things. So for example, I've given up desserts. Don't swear or volunteer. Okay, so it doesn't have to be food. I was starting to sweat. I thought it was food, and right now I'm in a food coma. Okay. All right. Okay. So chewing gum. I can do that. Okay. All right. We're back at it. Hey, Java girl. All right. So it could be, but how do you know what you want it to be? I mean, it's odd. How do you pick? What are you supposed to pick? Does it have to be something that you love? Like, I love dry shampoo. Why would I quit that for 40 days? My hair will be an absolute nightmare. No noodles. No, I don't think I could do. I don't want it to be food. Am I Catholic? No. Oh my God. Okay. It's whatever you feel is a sacrifice for you. You probably wouldn't give up meat, maybe gummy bears, but why would I? I don't want to. I don't, I, I don't want to though. What if you don't want to? I'm confused. I mean, why would you be like, I'm going to quit gummy bears? That's like, it's the only thing these days that brings me joy. If I give that up, I feel like life will end as I know it. I'm just going to see like nothing but darkness. It starts on Mardi Gras. You party. Okay. I'm not giving up Chipotle. Just the thought of that makes me want to just hide in a dark closet for 10 years. Next day, you promise to be better. Then it's over on Easter. I've given up cussing and promised to volunteer. I could do that. I could do that. I don't know if I can do this. It's being dropped on me too much. I didn't know. I had no idea. Oh, it's over? I have a year to think about it. I have a year to think about it. I don't think I can do this. If I had to make a decision on what I'm giving up right now, I don't think I could. I mean, what could I give up? I'm trying to, I mean, I could, I drink like a cup of tea every once. I could give up tea. Okay. I'm trying to think of something that I'm like lukewarm about. Like, I could live without it. Grapes. Like I'm loving these red grapes right now from Costco, but I could do it. I don't know if I could do it. Honestly, those things bring me a lot of joy. Scones. Like I've been lukewarm about scones lately. I like a scone, but then I'm like, these suck, or they're really hard, or there's not enough sugar to the top. I could give up a scone. I'll give up a scone. Um, I mean, like once a month, I drink a clearly Canadian. That's nothing. Okay. Thank you for your super chat, and thanks for everyone who's trying to look how much of the audience we lost. People checked out. They were like, "Bye." Talk to Tommy. This is confusing. It is a little bit confusing if you don't know what it is. Okay. It works because you have greater awareness and buddy accountability. It just feels like it's being forced on me. I just learned what this was 5 minutes ago. Now you're telling me I can't have gummy bears for 3 months. I don't know that that's something I'm willing. I feel like that's something I'd have to talk to God about. And I feel like the Lord himself would be like, calm down, girl. It's all right. We know that you're stressed right now and gummy bears are the only thing. All right, here's what I can do. Let me negotiate. All right, I'll do something else. I know what I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. What if I gave up certain colors of gummy bears? I'm kind of racist when it comes to certain gummy bears. Like I fucking hate the clear pineapple ones and the green apple ones. What if I do that? What if I go through the whole damn bag and I'm like, you're out of here. You're gone. And I just keep the orange ones and the red ones. I would do that. I would be happy to do that. Boy, this is pressure. This is a lot of pressure. I had no idea you guys were doing this. How come I've never known this? How come no one has said anything to me? How do you, what? Okay, Abigail's like, just forget it. Just move on with your life. You're too chubby anyway. There's a weight limit and you've exceeded it. I have never loved you more, my friend. I've been what? Oh, Christian my whole life, and I've never celebrated Lent. It's a Catholic and Orthodox thing. What? Hey, Angel K. Okay, how come nobody said this? It's Catholic? You have to be okay. I'm not Catholic. I don't think I'm Catholic. Good God. Okay, Lydia, thank you so much for paying to say that. I love you, and I've never loved you more as well, especially Lucas. He's taught us all a lesson yesterday. It's got to be something you have a hard time giving up to prove your love for the Lord. I'd really have to consider some things. I don't know. I'm really clingy right now with things that I'm stressed, guys, and I'm on the brink. Okay. There's cracks. There's cracks in the foundation. Okay, mischief. There's holes. There's a lot of cracks, and I'm very sensitive right now. I'm very weak. It's like a permanent period for me, and I just don't think that you could take stuff away from me right now, especially food. Hey, Mama Bear. I mean, I'm trying to think, what else do I love? I don't. I'm an ex-Scientologist. I don't really like anything. I can't think of anything that really makes me happy outside of a fucking gummy bear right now, and that's true sadness. And I don't think God would want that taken away from me. Um, for the gummy bears. Thank you so much, West Coast Fancy Nancy. I think you get it, and you're donating to the Gummy Bear Fund. I appreciate that. Um, I'm making you anxious. You think you're anxious? Good Lord, Kevin. Okay, yeah, thought criminal. We're really just trying anyway. It's just we're all taking laps around the anxiety pool at this point. Thank you. Sorry about that. Just yeah, I can't do it, BB. Okay. I think what we're going to do here, guys, I think we've come up with a really rock solid plan. Yeah, I gave up sex. I don't have sex. Tommy's in Ecuador. That's it. That's perfect. I absolutely love going to Pound Town. That's the other thing that makes me really happy, and I can't do it. I can't do that. There is none of that. Hey, Ty Mark. Okay, we just went through all of this, and you don't have to do it. Perfect. That's it. I haven't boned. I haven't answered the bone phone in a long time. This Mardi Gras thing is throwing me for a loop more than anything. Did you guys know that Mardi Gras is religious? I literally thought Mardi Gras was for a bunch of drunken assholes that like to pull their tits out. Hey, Heather, that's crazy to me. I had no idea. Hey, Thursday before too. I'm serious. I every time I hear Mardi Gras, I'm like, jester parties, naked parties. That's what those are. Like literally women that are like, ah. And I thought there again, you had to have like a certain bra size to even attend a Mardi Gras party. Oh, Lent will not be talked about in a non-denominational church. Just breathe. It's not a requirement of faith. Well, why didn't we start with this? All the pressure. I told you, I'm weak right now. There's so many cracks. There's so many cracks in everything. Don't worry about it this year. Okay. Time Mark, really nice to see you again. Okay, so let me ask you this, Liz. I need an answer right now. Right now, is this Catholic? Is it a Catholic thing? Is it a Jewish thing? Because you're saying it's not even going to be talked about in a non-denominational church. Well, if you guys had just super chatted, I would have seen this a lot sooner. Hey, Gary Cushman. Hey, Denise LaFon. I thought Mardi Gras was just a big, just tit soup. I thought it was just a bunch of women in a hot tub. I thought it was just tit soup. Sorry, Marissa Martin. I really overreacted. It's my fault, and I apologize. I'm incredibly unsteady right now. Liz, thank you for paying to say that. Abigail, I don't do it. Okay, what? Abigail doesn't participate in this? Well, then I'm not participating in this. Or Lent, because I'm not because I'm non-denominational. It was only explained because you were interested. Sorry, I should have clarified. Martha Martin, wait. Okay, hold on. Everybody's all wound up. We can do this, guys. We wound up, we can wind down. Okay, we can also spiral. We can unravel. Chill. We're gonna get this. Okay, somebody take the fucking wheel. We're going to experience some turbulence. Don't follow the devil. That's what's most important. I rule. Genius. Jewish faith does not believe in the resurrection of Jesus. They don't celebrate Easter. Oh, okay. All right. And Lent is optional. All right. Okay. I'm chill about this now. I was really panicking. I was seriously sweating. My arm taint was starting to sweat. Yeah, Charlene, you and me both. Okay. Thank you, Abigail. Thank you for your super chat and for bringing that all back together again. Wow. I just bought an Aura ring that tells you what parts of the day you are stressed. It's very interesting. Well, I don't need one of those, but Roulette Master, I'm happy for you. If I'm about to die and it's my time to go, I don't want some ring buzzing going, hey, it's your time. Listrix, it's more of a rule of the more structured religions like Catholic. So it's not a Catholic night, Heather. It's not a Catholic thing. Yes, Anne, that's true. It's not a Catholic thing, though. It's not necessarily Catholic. Thank you, Liz Trixon. Thank you again for paying. Sunrise, you and me both. Helena, you're still here. It's optional. And either way, if there's a God, I'm sure they don't want you this stressed out. That's true too. If you want next year, we'll help you then. Hashtag save the gummy bears. Thank you for the money. Actually, that did kind of calm me down. Hey, Tamper June. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. We're chill. I'm calm. Look, guys, I'm going through it. If you only knew what was happening right now, you'd shit yourself as well. I'm good. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm just saying you'd be a little panicky and feeling like there were cracks in the foundation as well. Okay. Thank you, Helena. And guys, I'm going to calm down. Okay. Yadira says, everybody take a drink. Thanks, Yardia. Sorry about that, Ricky and Drake. Sorry, I got everybody upset. You felt upset. How do you think I felt? I didn't even know what that meant. Thank you for explaining. Thanks for everyone who paid to do it. I'm chill. I'm good. Thank you, Tamber June. I am feeling like that, Reese. You're not alone. Tamber June, thank you for being honest with us. We've agreed no land for this year, but listen, go to church for Easter. I'm going to go to church. I'm going to go to the church service thing because I got invited with some friends. Hey, Jojo, you don't want to know. And Jojo, don't go back and watch. It's just going to stress your ass out. I'm definitely going to go to the church service just because I like the idea of that. I haven't found a church that I like, nor have I really looked for one. So that's also fair. But going with some friends, I think will be nice. Hey, Air Supply. And if I just offended anyone, they probably already left, I'm sure. Actually, I bet I lost subscribers over that. I'm sure I did. Oh, yeah. We lost 4. Well, take care to those people and happy Easter to all of you. Tracy Colby, thank you for your super sticker, babe. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Yeah, that was confusing for me as well as you. And so I get it. It was a weird place. It was definitely, there's not a lot to say. Yeah, that was crazy, Pat Jonas. Next time, warn me so I can grab a helmet. Guys, this is why, hey, Nancy Jane, this is why I warn you when we're going to do some kind of a God stream, because I really don't know anything. And I think, hey, Void Walker, I think you expect me to know shit. Hey, Lori Lee. And I only can speak to Scientology. You know, somebody asked me on Tommy's stream the other day, is Scientology like LDS? I have no idea. I don't know anything about other beliefs, religions. You guys called it a denomination. I don't know. And so I really do have those questions, and I'm not trying to be offensive to people. And I'm also not trying to get back those 4 subscribers. They weren't for me, but I'm not trying to push boundaries with you guys, or no, Time Market isn't. I'm not trying to push boundaries with you guys or make you uncomfortable, but I literally know nothing about God. I just don't. Reese's Learning Channel meets most people's needs. We learn alongside each other. Mischief, thank you for saying that. Tracy Colby, that is such a nice thing to say. Not to beat a dead horse, but for you, you are exploring your own spirituality, not a specific religion and all its rules, not something you need to even think about. I agree. I haven't even read the Bible. I did, Marie Marian. I just took a drink. I haven't even read the Bible. So I just don't know. I'm literally navigating into waters where I don't know anything. Now, I will say this. Styro, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. I mean that. That's very kind. You are fine. For the love of God, you have done nothing wrong. Natalie, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so not offended. Thank you, Nancy. No. Sue Herman, I am not right now doing self-care much. I will say this, though. I heard something the other day that I really liked, and we'll talk about this if we do a God stream this week, but this isn't really religious. What a great thing to say, Jan. No one should be offended by someone asking questions about anything. You hit the nail on the damn head right there. Hey, Erica, you know why? Because that is so Scientology. To get offended by somebody's questions really is garbage. Hey, Little Bubble. Little Bubble says, don't worry about finding grace and understanding what grace even is. Yeah, Heather, this is such a good point though, because in Scientology, you get in trouble for asking questions. I got in big trouble for asking about God. Hey, Riley's human in Scientology. So you make a good point. Nobody should be offended by asking questions. Think about that for a minute. Would you yell at a child? Because in a lot of ways I'm very childlike when it comes to this. I don't know shit about it. I don't know anything. I'm literally a blank slate when it comes to this stuff. Would you yell at a child for not knowing something or wanting to understand something or being curious about something? No, you would not. Would you yell at anybody for it? I mean, if you do, you're trash. Get the hell out of here. Your Lent panic woke me from my nap. Sorry. Your Lent meltdown, your Lent panic attack. I had a panic attack about Lent. Thank you, Helena. I'm on edge right now. And thank you for paying me. Mermaid, it is an interesting path to go down. Mimi, yeah, thank you for saying that. For sure, you have done nothing wrong, Reese. I'm actually glad we lost subscribers over that. Sometimes it's good to test the new people, because if that bothers you and it's just like you got to get out of here, then I am not for you. And my mother was correct all my life, saying you're not going to be for everyone, Reese. If you don't have, you know what that means to me, and I'm not trying to be shitty here, but that's intolerant. It's intolerant, my friends, and you got to get a little bit of tolerance under your belt. Yeah, Abigail, I agree. Jesus welcomed questions. Yeah, asking questions is good to figure out something you are wanting and needing. Mama Bear says, "Oh, Reese, there's so much grace. Hold your palms up later and just walk your walk." Thank you. Yeah, I think it's a weird thing to unsubscribe over. Yeah, Kat, what are we supposed to know everything? Tennessee girl, you know the important thing. You know God and Jesus, and that's the best place to start. Trust God and let him guide your journey. I believe you have a good heart. Nothing else really matters. Kevin, thank you for that. Thank you, MJ. It is intolerant, though, to, yeah. I stop myself because they're total strangers, and I don't really care what a total stranger does, whether they hit a subscribe or unsubscribe. It's not like we're friends. It's not like I talk to them in my real life. So I actually kind of get it, being like, ooh, I don't like this channel. But if you left and unsubscribed because of my God questions, that's intolerant. It is. It's fairly intolerant, right? But here's what I have to say. I heard this the other day on a reel. Love the life you have. There's always something new to learn. Yes. It's a lot easier if you were brought up that way from day one, like to be a Catholic. Yeah. Buffy, I agree. I know why you said it. Tracy, learning takes time. I'm still learning. Bible isn't a book from start to end. Talking to God is relationship you will build on. I love you too, and you're absolutely right. Like it will come to me. So far, it's fallen into place. So thank you for your super chat. You're right. Yeah, Marissa. Thank you, little bubble. Here's what I heard in a reel the other day, and I really liked it. And this is not a God thing. It's not a religion thing. Someone said, I was watching one of my biggest pet peeves in life. I absolutely great point, time mark. I think we need to stay away from people whose first reaction to questions or concerns is anger or frustration. That is an excellent, excellent point. If you react with anger to things like heavily a lot like that, I don't really want to know you. I'll be honest, I don't. If your go-to is anger or rage, that's your reaction to shit. I don't want to be around it. That's how Scientologists are. In Scientology, who do you pray to? You don't pray. There's no praying. I mean, they worship L. Ron Hubbard, but they don't pray to him. It is a great comment, Thought Criminal. So I heard this on a reel, and I meant to bring this up the other day. And I really, for those that need to hear this, they'll get it. Understood, tree hugger. One of my biggest pet peeves, I absolutely cannot stand people who are entitled. Thank you, Jet Set. People who are status driven, people who walk around with some like $1,000 or $5,000 or $50,000 purse, and they want you to know that they have money. People who rub that in your face or make you feel less than because of some material object that they own or drive, right? Hey, Sarah Blackshear, I love that. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? People who have to rub in your face that they have money, that they're somehow better than you, all of those things. Like the status is what I'm talking about. Well, Maine, I have missed you and I'm happy to see you. You don't have to tell us you were busy. I understand, my friend. Just check in when you can. I've missed you. Yes, Mimi. And I agree. Don't worry about it, Maine. I just enjoy you being here. You don't have to have a membership to be here. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying. I can't stand. It's cool. Good for you if you have a Ferrari. Like you made it in life. I think that's great. I would love to have a Ferrari. I'm not shaming people that have nice things. I also like nice things. But there's a difference when you rub it in somebody's face, or you're what I call it dick swinging, when you're like, I'm better than you with your status symbols. That's where I have a problem. It's super cool if you want to carry around a $10,000 bag, but don't sit down with the bag and be like, so I'm better than you. Like, I don't like that shit. I don't like it. Don't rub it in my face. If you have something I have expensive things because I love them and I love the color combination, or I love the vintage of it. There's something about it that I love. I didn't just buy it to rub it in your face, right? Yeah, it's just materials. And I heard something the other day and I loved it. A one-upper. Yes, Mimi. I hate one-uppers. I'm better than you and here's why. Good point, old Charlie. Anger is a sign of weakness. It's also a sign that you're easily manipulated if you're quick to react to shit. You know what I heard? I'm not interested in your status in this world. They didn't, I don't know how they said it, but this is how I interpreted it. I'm interested in your spiritual status. And I liked it. I liked that a lot. What is your spiritual status? Hey, Lenora Gray. And so that's not a religion thing. That's not a God thing, right? But just are you good with you? Do you love yourself? Are you good with the universe? Is your karma or whatever you call it intact? Are you good with God? Whatever it is, I don't care because it means something different for everyone, right? But I loved it. Yeah, it's deep, thought criminal. I agree. If religion made you unsubscribe, then you're not for this channel. Totally, Maine. I don't want people here that are that intolerant. Yes, Kevin. So it's like, what is your spiritual status? Like, what is your and what's another way of saying it? It's like we talk about too, like your character. I don't give a shit that you drive a really nice car. I think it's great. Unless it's a food truck, I really don't care. Tracy, thank you for gifting a membership, especially these days. Like I'm all about food. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that very much, my friend. Yeah, Tennessee girl, like what's your spiritual status? What does spiritual status mean to you, by the way? It means what I just said. I'm sure you aren't even thinking about your bank balance when you aren't on your deathbed. There are no pockets in shrouds, as my grandma used to say. I love that. Your bank balance. We all want money. We all want to survive, of course. Like I want to make a great living. I want to support myself, my 5 animals, and my child, right? I want to have enough money to do those things. But that's not, people who that's their sole focus. Like that's all that matters. I love that, Natalie. That's, the people who are just so focused on money and they're so focused on what their status is. What's their status? They have a really nice house, right? They live in some $5 million home in the nicest area and they both drive matching fucking Lexuses or whatever it is. It's great. Like I'm happy for you. To you, you made it. To me, that's not making it. That's not successful. That's just not. That's the same people who go into a restaurant and treat a wait staff individual like absolute shit. Hi, I'm so and so. What can I get for you tonight? Do you guys want to start off with some appetizers? Get us around to this and bring us some mozzarella sticks. I want to blow up when people treat people that way. So it's like, great, cool. You drive a nice car and you've like made it, but you treat people like shit. So like you're bankrupt there. And to me, I've said this 100 times, the true currency in life is the effect we have on another. That's to me what true currency is. I've said this 100 times. Oh, wow, you're a doctor, you're a surgeon, but you treat your patients like shit and you have no bedside manner. Fired. Fucking take care. We're inundated. They're a dime a dozen. I'm sorry. I'm proud that you went to medical school. I think that's great. You're a lawyer and you make tons of money and you have your own firm. You're fucking fired. I'm not going to work with someone who treats people like shit. Your character is showing, my friend. So the true currency to me is how the effect we have on another and how safe you make a person feel. Do you make me feel safe? No, you make my guts turn and I'm nauseous around you. Bye. I don't care what's in your bank account. And it's sad to me. You know, you've heard that thing that says some people are so rich, or so poor, all they have is money. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. Like, yeah, it's great. You can't take it with you. And I've said this many, many times too. When you go to a funeral, you do not sit there on the bench in the funeral and go, oh man, she was so rich and she had a great head of hair. You don't do that. She had a great set of tits. He had a really nice car. You don't do that. You go to a funeral and you think, how did they make me feel? What impression did they have on me? And it could be good or bad, but it's the truth. Like when you go to a funeral, you are reflecting on the impact they had on you. The only true currency is how the effect we have on another. So that's where like all of this comes together for me about your spiritual status. What is your spiritual status? Because that's really what I'm interested in. Again, I've said, I'm not being a hypocrite. I have said this. When I see a really wealthy woman that's self-made, she's got her own company. She's got 4 homes. She drives really nice cars. Her kids are just loaded. I look at someone like that and I'm like, how did you make it? I want to be your friend. You are successful and it turns me on. I love people who built their own empires. And that comes with money and success. I'm not tearing down money and success. I like people to be successful. That's not the point. It's when I'm going to take a drink because this is annoying. It's when that's their sole focus, right? You know, people who just see money and you know how they act and they're super entitled and they treat people like shit. Hey, cat father. And that's where you think, like, how sad that all you have is money. It doesn't buy you a personality. Like, how many rich people have you met where you're like, oh my God, that person's a snooze. They're like super monotone or they're assholes or like they just have no personality. I think money is great. I hope to make a lot of money in my life. But I also love charity and I love giving it away and I love helping people. So I think there's a difference. Hey, BT, like newborn babies, you must crave pure spiritual milk so that you will grow into a full experience of salvation. Cry out for this nourishment now that you've had a taste of the Lord's kindness. Ooh, I like that. New Testament. Abigail, that's lovely. Hey, Nikki. I like that a lot. Thank you for super chatting that. That was very kind of you, Abigail. Thank you. Spiritual status varies day to day for me. I'm a hot mess. I'm amazing. I've studied. I'm terrible. It's okay. It is okay, Mama Bear. And that's the other thing I was going to say. It's okay to be loaded. We're not shaming anybody here with deep pockets, right? I know a lot of wealthy people in this chat. I know a lot of wealthy people in this world. I admire every single one of them. I don't shame it. I don't think in my mind like, oh, they shouldn't have all that money. No, they should. They earned it. They deserve it. And who doesn't want to be successful in what they do? And especially if you're passionate in what you do. I love, love, love that I am blessed enough to have this as a job and I make money doing it. This is my favorite thing in the world. This is my favorite thing. When I hit go live on this channel, I get lit up inside. You guys have become my true friends. Like this is just, I think about every day how grateful I am for this channel. So I want people to be successful. I'm not tearing down people that are not successful. I worked for doctors for a long time and a lot of them were super cool people, very generous people. I worked for a doctor once. Same guy, 2 different problems over the 5 years I worked for. It might have been 7 years I worked for. Hey, B Rose. And I was young, and I had a tire problem. My old ass Honda that I drove, I was driving on a donut tire, and it was like getting ready. Hey, Debbie, loving life. And it was bad. It was like I needed a new tire. After work one day, he handed me like $100 bills, and he was like, please go take care of that tire. And the same thing happened years later when I had to have a root canal. And I was in so much pain. It was so bad. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Root canals are insanely expensive. And he handed me like $800 bills one day after work. And he was like, please go take care of your tooth. He was this old, almost retired doctor. And his wife was so nice. And so, like, those are the things he had a ton of money, but he was generous with his money. And that's someone where you'd go to their funeral and you'd think that person was so kind and giving and loving. That was so kind. So if I had a ton of money, I'd be handing that shit out to all kinds of people, being like, go get your tooth fixed. I'd pay it forward. Go get your tire. Go get this done. Take care of this. Like people, yeah, like Keanu Reeves. It's so kind. You guys have done that here. You've Venmo'd me, you've PayPal'd me and been like, Reese, I want you to spend this specifically on this. Someone did that to me last week. They sent me $50 and they were like, please make sure you spend this on this. And I was like, I will. And until I do it, I'm not going to move the money out of the account, right? Because I'm going to leave it there until I go do what she asked me to do. And it's so kind, but it's just, I don't shame people with money. It's quite the opposite. Thank you, Nikki. Oh, Abigail, please don't feel regret about it. It's okay. I'm glad you're having a good time. Enjoy your family, Abigail. Enjoy your vacations. I'm always here, girl. So we'll catch you when we catch you. Yeah, I used to rent from a married couple that had all the flashy things and they argued weekly badly. Yeah, I've met many, many rich couples that are fucking miserable. I've also met rich people. If you have to prove to me that you're rich, you're probably in debt. Because I've said this, money talks, wealth whispers. Real wealthy people don't want you to know they're super wealthy. They're not flaunting it for the most part. And I have met many rich people who are in credit card debt up to their ears. So it's not always salt and sugar look the same, my friends. It is not the same thing though, is it? Rich people are the loneliest people in the world. Not all of them, Jerry. I've met a lot of rich, wealthy ass people in my life that were super happy. It's just money doesn't change people as far as I'm concerned. If you have money and you become an asshole, that's how you always were. It's just you have the money now and you're just flaunting it. I've met many wealthy people who are down to earth, humble. You wouldn't know it, but it was like that doctor. He just handed me the money and he was like, go get your tooth fixed. I bawled. I was a puddle on the floor when he did that. I get so overwhelmed when people give gifts in the form of money and they're like, please take this and do this. Huxley and I did that when he was little. We went to Costco and made little homeless bags for homeless people. And I got like chips. We got little, I had a ton. I had been grabbing out of hotels and saving shampoo and like little hotel stuff like lotions. And I had bags of it. I had my mom get it from hotels and I had everybody I knew getting stuff from hotels. And we put it all in bags. And we went around Kansas City and we gave out bags to the homeless people, like with just snacks. I put socks in because it was cold. It's like just stuff like that. To me, it feels so good to give to people. And I know that most of us would do that if we could. It's like the charity we pick, right? Like we would give more if we could, but we can't. If we were super, super loaded, we would. I don't know why this went to that, but I guess what I'm trying to make my point is I'm not shaming people who are successful and made it. I'm shaming people who are shit. You'd be shitty whether you were poor or wealthy. It's your character, right? Your character's on display. Natalie, I do not. And exactly, Tennessee girl, but true currency to me is the effect we have on another person. It doesn't have to be with money. But I really go back to what I was saying, what I heard. I loved this. What is your spiritual status? Because to be honest, doesn't matter what you believe when you die. I have no idea what happens when we die. Some people believe in heaven. Some people believe nothing happens. Some people believe that you reincarnate, right? Like it doesn't matter. You don't need to tell me. It doesn't matter. It's a private, personal thing, right? Am I going to give Huxley an Easter basket? I don't do an Easter basket for him anymore, but I go usually, I don't want him to hear me. I usually go, and I'm going to do that this week. I get him a chocolate bunny and I get him a card and I'll get him like some Peeps or something. But no, he's not real into sugar. So to be honest, he doesn't eat sugar. I might not do that. I might get him a gift card or something to Amazon because I don't think he's into protein and all that. He doesn't eat sugar. I'll probably buy myself a chocolate bunny and then I'll get him I'll probably give him money. I think I'll give him some cash. That's better than a gift card. So, what is your spiritual status? Because no matter what you believe when you die, how many of you believe this? I have a question. How many of you believe this? This is a good question. How many of you believe that, why am I still talking low? That this got weird. How many of you believe, okay, back to normal. Sorry, that got weird. That got real weird. Even for me, that got weird. It gave me a shudder. I love Reese's peanut butter eggs. How many of you believe that no matter what, whatever your belief is, whatever your denomination, your background, I don't care. When you die or at some point in life, hey, Jenny Jin, do you have to pay for the things you've done or not pay for? What do they call it? Like answer. How many of you believe that you'll have to answer for what you've done to something? The universe, your maker, I don't care. Satan, for all I care. How many of you believe that you will have to, Helena, that's enough. You don't celebrate Easter in Australia. Please don't put me on the spot. Yes, I'll get you some kangaroo eggs. How many of you believe, okay, come on now, help me out here. Give me an answer. Say me, yes, one, I don't care. That you have to answer for what you've done. Thanks, Natalie. Liz, I knew you would be one, and I knew Meredith Lynn would. I'm waiting for you to say me, yes. Mama E, of course we did. I believe you have a life review. I like that, Anne. So many of you do. The point is, many of you do. And not all of you are going to answer this, but a lot of you are. Okay. A lot of you are saying that you do. Thanks, Justice Jane. Okay, so a lot of you do. So my question is this. MJ does not. Okay. That's okay. And either answer is fine to me. If that's the case, why be a shithead in life? So that proves my point as far as like, what's your spiritual status? Because all the stuff that we have here, which I'm a stuff girl. I'm not shaming people with stuff. I love shit. I've got to stop with that. If I see any kind of a top like this, if I see anything that I just can't have, I can't live without, I'll get it. Right. So like, I'm a stuff person. I'm not shaming people with stuff, but we can't take it with us. And we're just here on earth for this short time. There's got to be something outside of this. That's okay, Crafty Carrie. My point is, don't you think then, like, do you agree with the spiritual status thing? Because it's all in how, like, you're gonna, I'm not a good communicator. Okay. I'm not, but you're going to have to, hey, Pamela, if you believe that you have to answer for shit, don't you think it's important that while you're here, you make that list of the shit you're going to have to answer for a little, maybe not so long? That's all I'm getting at. Don't you think that your spiritual status should matter here more than when you die because you're going to have to answer for stuff? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I am having a hard time. Words are hard. For we must all stand before Christ to be judged. We will each receive whatever we deserve for the good or evil we have done in this earthly body. Okay, so I agree with that, but not everyone does, obviously, Abigail. And thank you for putting that there. That's exactly what I was trying to think with. Abigail, thank you. And thank you for super chatting it. And that's why being self-aware is important. Me too, Styro. Huxley? Hold on. Oh, okay. He dropped something and I wanted to make sure he was okay. Um, that's why being self-aware is important. I just look at it like I think about my haters because they're a good example of this. Like making fun of me being fat, right? Because it's just the worst sin in this world. But also they make fun of me believing in God. That's a little rough to me. I always say this. Make fun of how fat I am, make fun of the choices I make in this life, make fun of my relationship with Tommy, make me into a bad mom. I'm a scammer, I'm a grifter. I don't care. Mock the Lord. I don't think that's very smart. And a lot of the haters, people who follow him laugh at it. They're like, "Oh, she found God. Oh." It's like, "Oh, yeah, mess with the almighty. That's a good idea. Mess with me all day." But I think it's funny. I find it funny because I'm like, if you do have to answer for shit, wouldn't you think you'd want that one off the list? I don't know about you. There's some stuff that I'm ashamed of where I'm like, man, that's going to suck one day when I was a Scientologist and I did this or that. One thing I don't want to have on my list that I'm going to have to answer for is making fun of people for believing in God, for finding God, any of those things. Even if you don't believe in God, who cares? Why would you make fun of someone for their religious beliefs? Like in the first, it's a weird thing to do. Pamela, I'm so sorry, babe. I read a life after death experience book that said we have a life review, but you live it based on how what you said did impacted others makes you think before you act. Yes, that's exactly it. That's what Anne said that. I think Erica kind of feels that way too, although I don't want to put words in her mouth. Heather, to be truthful and honest. Yeah, yeah, Julie, me either. I think it's crazy. Um, Abigail, that's a nice thing to say. Abigail said, don't imagine God is going to hold everything you did in Scientology against you. That's a nice thing to say, Abigail. That I felt a warmth over me when you said that. Thank you. I like to believe that because I have done better and I've cleaned up and I mean, it's almost like any addiction, right? Even though Scientology is not an addiction, when you see and you recognize what you did wrong, you make up for it, right? You apologize for it. You take accountability. You own your actions. You know better. You do better. So I think that probably applies across the boards, Abigail, to like anything. God probably won't, like, Tommy was a drug addict. He was a heroin addict for decades. He's good. He believes in God. He believes that Jesus saved him. And I think there's something to be said. He's cleaned up. Look how many people he has helped get into recovery and rehabs and all the people who come to him to stay sober, right? So it's like, I feel like God also takes into those things into account. Abigail, I appreciate you saying that. And Liz, yeah, it makes you think before you act. Thank you, Liz, for the super chat. Are you sure you haven't read the Bible? You have basics under your belt already. It's amazing. I have not, but I should, Marty Jewell. And I think I'm going to thank you, Marty Jewell. I think I'm going to start with the children's Bible that Liz gave me. Yeah, B Rose, for sure. If you mock God, don't stand near me. Yikes. Maine. Bingo. Even if you don't believe in God, I don't care. Maybe some of you care. Like a lot of hardcore religious people in here might be more intolerant of that. I don't care if you believe in God or not, because I think it's a very private personal thing. It's like, are you a Republican or a Democrat? I don't give a shit. It has nothing to do with me. Like it affects me in zero way, right? It doesn't bother me. So it's like, I don't want to know. That's your private business. But I would think that like mocking God, why? Of all the things you could mock me for, I don't feel like that's the best angle to take, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You know how we appreciate the haters for the watch hours? You think God appreciates that in a similar way? Probably. You were born and raised in Scientology. You didn't know better. Now that you're out and are constantly improving, that's what matters. Thank you, Abigail. That is such a nice thing to say. Very validating, Abigail. I understand what you're saying. Unfortunately, some people are pretending to be righteous while being assholes. and they think they will be forgiven in the end doesn't change how they behave daily. Yes. Yes. God would have held you accountable for that anyway because you were born into that, didn't make that decision. Is that true? Does God, I mean, is that true? Is that true? If you're born into something, because there's plenty of twisted ass culty religions, right? That are probably similar to Scientology, where people are behaving ways that are not optimum or harmful. If you're born into it and then you get out of it and you become a better person and you treat yourself and other people better, does God forgive that? I mean, I would guess so. I don't know, Happy Days. I just know that all those haters of mine make fun of me and they're like, "Oh, she found God." And it's like, "Oh yeah, hilarious." Yeah, I'm sure God's really laughing with you. Mock the Lord. That seems like a really, you guys are so smart. So smart, so brave. You guys are so brave telling your stories. Okay, Jerry. BB says yes. I guess I wouldn't, I had never thought of that. If you're born into something, okay, Marty Jewel. So like if you're born into something that is I say non-optimum because not everything is harming other people. You might be born into something that's harming you. It might be abusive to you, like people who have weird ass culty things they did, like I did in Scientology. But I didn't think about that. God probably does forgive that. You're born into it. Hey, Mama Bear, good week to watch The Passion of the Christ, regardless of how you feel about Mel. It slays me. Okay, so Mama Bear, thank you for your super chat. That was a huge super chat. Thank you. I'm hesitant. I don't think I'm ready. I want to see it. My ex-husband made me watch Jesus of Nazareth. It's like a 16-hour movie, and we watched it over like 3 days. I did not understand it, to be fair. This was, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, and I did not understand it. They made fun of Nora for eating a French fry. That's funny. They made fun of me once for eating candy corn like 3 years. Look at my hair. I could not handle it then. I did not understand anything that was going on in the Jesus movie, but it broke my heart. Like when he died and that showed the part of him dying, I was sobbing on the floor. I could not stop crying. It killed me to watch his. Did you know his mom was there? His mother had to be there for him dying. I couldn't handle it. It was too much for me. And like they killed a bunch of kids. They killed like in the beginning of the movie, they like when Jesus wasn't born or they were looking for him when he was born and like they killed him. I just can't. I couldn't do it. I was like, why are you making me watch this? And I was a full ass Scientologist then, and I could not piece it together. But my sweet stars, it killed me. Like it was like watching the Titanic times 100. The Titanic really broke my heart at the end of that movie, right? This was worse than that. Like to that part, I thought Bambi was hard. You know what else broke me was The Land Before Time. I don't even want to hear about it. Fox and the Hound, fuck off out of here. I can't handle it. That movie really, really made me sad. The part about him dying, he did that for you. I know that is mind blowing. And I just learned that like 6 months ago, maybe less, Jerry. I just learned why he died. Like I finally understood it, if that makes sense. I could not figure it out. I could not figure out why Jesus died. If you go back and watch that stream, it happened live. And Liz Trick super chatted me, and I finally figured it out. And then I started crying and I was embarrassed. Yeah, Liz Tricks. They killed the firstborn males trying to find and kill Jesus. That is the most evil thing you can. I can't think of anything worse. That is so horrible. It's intense. Yeah, Shelly Kelly. So it wasn't my time to see it. And thank you, Jerry. I love you too. It wasn't my time to see it. And I just feel like I know myself well enough. Passion of the Christ, from what I've heard about it, I'm sure it's worth, and I'm sure it's worth seeing, and I'm sure it's great. And I don't know what you mean about Mel, but I'm sure it's worth seeing. I just think I can see it now. I feel like I'm going to mope around for like 2 weeks and just cry all the time. And I already am doing that, to be honest. So I just don't know that it's my time. It's kind of like Lent. Let's see about it in 2027. Let's see about it then. Man, that just sounds so old. Did you hear what I just said? 2027. I was born in 1984. I was born in the late 1900s. I don't feel like I should be alive. 2027, 1984. That sounds like 90 years ago. Wow. What a fucking time to be alive. Reese, you did not choose whom you were born to, and God died on the cross. Well, here's the thing, Mimi. In Scientology, hey, Leslie, in Scientology, you do choose what you're born into. Did you guys know this? In Scientology, they believe that you absolutely picked the body, the sex, the mom, the dad. Like when I was pregnant with Huxley, they all were like, he picked the body. Like I had auditing on it. Here's the effed up thing. If you want to know something really evil about Scientology, whenever we would see people, and I say we, like my father growing up, when I would go places with my dad, and there was like a special needs person or someone in a wheelchair who's like nonverbal, or you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what their conditions were, but you know what I mean. We've all seen someone who is like nonverbal, or they had like cerebral palsy. I want to say like things like that where they have it's an obvious condition, and sometimes they can maybe kind of half be verbal, but sometimes they can't talk at all. Either way, it's horribly unfortunate, right? I always feel sad when I see someone who's got some disability like that. And it's hard for the parents and everyone. Like that's hard and it's sad. And my dad used to get so angry about it. And he'd be like, look at that fucking person. He'd be like, look at that fucking degraded ass being. He'd be like, can you believe they picked that body? He would shame the person who had the condition. They picked that. My dad would literally be like, stay away from that. Fucking degraded. It's disgusting. Like he was loud about it. And I was like, it's the same thing as hating gay people. I was always like, I was stunned by it. And he would be, I can't tell you how many times I remember my dad being like, look at this fucking person in this fucking wheelchair. Like, I was like, I can't be around this. It would freak me out. But that's how Scientologists look at that, because they believe it is, Sharon. It's the most low, disgusting thing you can do. Scientologists, first of all, think that they're better than you anyway. If you're not a Scientologist, they believe all non-Scientologists are total idiots and criminals and we're better than them. And we know the secrets to the universe. But they believe wholeheartly that you pick your body. It's like going to buy a car. That's what they say. It's like literally when you die, Scientologists will tell you it's like getting out of one car and getting into another. That's how they describe death. Many times growing up, everybody I knew in Scientology was like, that's death. You get out of one car, you get into another. Big fucking deal. Move on. Like no one cares. That's why I said you can't grieve in Scientology. You can't cry when somebody dies because they're literally like, who cares? She's getting into a new car. Be happy for her. Like that's how they view that shit, right? So, oh, it's disgusting, Sharon. It's absolutely horrific. And so I know, Ty Mark. So it was crazy to me, but they 100% believe that you pick. It's like going to a car lot and picking a car. So if you have a body that doesn't function like it should, right? Like I have diabetes and they were like, what'd you do to pull that in? Like you are responsible for the body that you have. So when you would see someone in a wheelchair, it made me want to crawl out of my skin, Mimi. When you see someone in a wheelchair, even let's say they're totally with it and verbal, but maybe they don't have the use of their legs, right? Maybe they were born that way. Maybe they were in a car accident. It doesn't matter. My dad would be like, look at this shit. But especially someone who was, you know what? I don't know what it could be any condition. It could be a congenital condition. It could be something from a car accident. But like, I'm talking about people, and we've all seen human beings who have some sort of a disability where they're nonverbal and they'll live with their parents or a caregiver their entire lives, right? And they can't care for themselves. And that's horrible. And it's sad for everyone, but we make the most of it, and they're always loving to people like that, and they get all the care hopefully that they need. And I've seen a lot of that working in the medical field. And I always feel sad, right? When I see that kind of a situation. My dad would be so loud about it. And he'd be like, "Look at this fucking degraded being pulling this shit in. Why would you pick a body like that?" And I remember one time he was like, "Get away from it. Get away from that person." I was like, "Oh my God. Oh my God." Like I was like 11 at the time. And I was like, "Oh my God." I was so horrified by that. You want to talk intolerance. Like that's zero empathy, zero, like that's not even human to me, to be honest. You don't have any qualities of a human being. Like I feel like aren't we just born with, I like to believe, aren't we just born with qualities where we understand, and not everybody is lucky enough to have legs that work or bodies that function, and we feel something for that, and we feel grateful for what we have, and we want to help. Like I have to believe that we all naturally feel that way, right? It's unbelievable to me that Scientologists, or my dad, if you want to narrow it down, would look at another person. And that's why I never understood the gay thing, because I was like, why? Why? Why would you hate someone who loves whoever they love? What does it have to do with you? It's got Why do you hate some person in Utah who's gay? It's got nothing to do with you. Who cares who somebody loves? They're not hurting anybody. It was always so foreign to me. I was like, what? It's no different than not liking someone because of they're from India or they're black. Or I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute. How does that make any sense? They're exactly the same as you. They have the same parts. Everything's the same. I don't understand this concept, and I never will. And I mean this sincerely. I don't understand it. It's literally like you're telling me 2 + 2 = 6. And I'm like, wait, that's not right. Like I know in my heart that's wrong. That's wrong. It's not right. That's not the right answer to that equation. That's how I feel about that. I cannot make sense of it. So if you were sick, would your family banish you? Absolutely, mermaid. I mean, even when I would get sick, I got in huge trouble for that. So it's just, if they are all at cause, how do they end up getting divorced so many times? What is the view of marriage in Scientology? Oh, that's a free for all. Um, that's a free for all. They don't give a shit about passing around marriages, women, wives, husbands. They don't care about that. That's not, it's kind of like anger and rage, time arc. Like, don't look at that. That like throwing chairs at people, throwing objects at people. Um, it's horrible, Mimi. Those things all matter and are fine in Scientology. Those are fine. Getting married and divorced. The Sea Org gets married and divorced like revolving doors, because people in the Sea Org are not allowed to go on a date. They can't hold hands. They can't have a kiss unless they're married. So I can't tell you how many Sea Org members I know that have been married 5, 10 times, because you don't know. You don't know if that's going to work out. You have to marry them in order to kiss them. So yeah, no, 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 no. And even my growing up, like everybody married everybody. Maybe the people that have those physical struggles are the strongest souls, and they chose those struggles to teach people. That's a great way of looking at it, Styro. And they don't believe in Western medicine, or is that no, they don't. I never was allowed to take anything, mermaid. They do a lot of vitamins. They don't really believe in doctors. Um, yeah, unless you're dying, they don't want you taking anything. Yeah. Is marriage viewed differently as a public? No. Time mark. Lots and lots of people get married and divorced in Scientology. Tons and tons. Yeah, it's disgusting, Joan Marie. It's unbelievable to me that, like I said, black, white, gay, straight, or you're in a wheelchair. Why would that make any kind of a difference? That's why I was talking about even earlier about shit that you own. So you're a millionaire. We're happy for you. Congratulations on your status. I want to know how you fucking treat people. I want to know your character. Because again, I can go see a neurosurgeon. I'm going to fire that person within 10 minutes if they treat me like shit. And I'm going to go get another one because how I'm treated is what matters. That's the true currency. The true currency to me is the effect you have on another person. What was the impression you made on them? When you go to their funeral, you're not going to be thinking with, they had a lot of money. Nope, you're going to be thinking with the impression they made. So I don't understand because someone has a physical disability, a mental disability, the color, their background, their culture. I've never understood that. I think it's absolutely bizarre. It is. Katie did it. It is. It's weird. It's just, and I know that, guys, this is what's sad too. This is depressing as shit. But I know that Scientologists, is Tommy doing a show tonight? Okay, he is. I didn't think he was going to do a show. He had a bad headache. I know that it's not, sadly, this is depressing to me. I know it's not just a Scientology. Hey, Jen, it's not just a Scientology thing. And that's also depressing as hell to me. I know that because I live here in the South now and I see how people treat people that it's not, I mean, there's a lot of more racism here, but it's not just that. It's like, I don't talk like this. So they know I'm not from here. Oh my God. I ate in a restaurant today. I had to do something. I'm not going to say what it was, but I had to do something today that, anyway. And I went and I got something to eat because I was starving. And I was like, okay, I'm actually in a town and there's food. So I stopped to eat and I had a headphone in, but I was talking to the server and I was ordering. And then I took a phone call and then I was on the phone again and I was having to respond to some shit. And I was like, thank you so much. And I hung up when she came to bring me the bill. She was like, can I get you anything else, darling? And I said, no. I said, but you were fantastic. I said, you were really wonderful. And I said, I apologize that I was on the phone the whole time. I know how rude that is. And I said, I didn't interact with you at all. And I'm really sorry. And she goes, this is that Southern sass right here. She was cute. She looked like Meg Ryan. And she goes, oh, that's all right, darling. She was like, I can tell you're not from around here and you're traveling through. And I was like, huh. Like people in the South, because I don't have this accent, they know I'm not from here. And they treat you different. Not all of them. Of course, it doesn't speak for everybody, but they do. I have noticed living here long enough that I have the Yankee accent. That's what they call it. So I don't, they treat you different. I thought it was, I don't think she was trying to be rude. I think they have this, like, some of them having this like built-in passive aggression, like being like, I can tell you're not from around here. I was like, okay. Like, I don't know what that means. I can tell you're just traveling through. I'm good at nailing accent. I'm good at this accent because my father is from Tennessee. So he talks like this. He's talked like this as long as I've known him. And he calls me Rice. Sounds like rice, like white rice. He calls me Rice. And so I've been talking like this to make sense of things for a long time. And sometimes, honestly, when I'm in the thick of it, I want to just go into a place and be like, hi there. I just need to get some assistance. Like, I sometimes want to switch to it just to fit in because some people really do make you feel weird if you don't talk like they do. It's weird. And it's just disappointing. It's like, I don't know. Oh yeah, it is crazy, Mama Bear. But I don't know. I don't, presumptuous original Anne. She was borderline. She was really nice, but I thought it was such kind of like a tiny little jab. And she was like, I can tell you're not from around here, just traveling. She was like, just passing through, darling. And I was like, now what if I am from here? I don't know about that. It's a lot less like that the closer you are to Nashville. Oh, for sure. Oh, no question. Yeah. Lots of people from the other states and are more diverse than where you are at. I may be biased. So, oh, yeah. No, Susan P., you don't. No, no, I'm horrible at accents, trying to learn Spanish, but we'll never get that accent right. That's a tough one, Debbie Love in Life. And I'm not making fun of that accent. My father has that accent. I love that accent. Other than I think it's shitty that because I don't have that accent, like I'm different or I don't fit in around here. It just felt a little sassy. Felt a little sassy that you're just passing through, darling. I was like, well, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm actually born and raised. Reese, when you go lay your head down tonight, I want you to remember something. You have so many friends on this channel. You have Tommy and you have your son and many people that care about you. That is a really cool thing to say. And I think, yeah, Mimi, maybe. I think that all of us should remember that tonight, Jerry. I think that all of us should. That's why I loved our Zoom call yesterday because we really, this whole entire chat cares about each other. And that's the biggest thing the haters hate, right? Other than the fact that they're getting paid, they hate that this is real. They hate that people come in here for connection and community. They hate it. This isn't parasocial. This is real. Like I've met many of you, I've hugged many of you. Did Tommy make his Friday appointment? No, Natalie. We actually haven't talked about it again. I think it's just a would be a fun fantasy, Natalie, but I don't think it's realistic. I can't wait until we meet. Your voice sounds a lot like my formal voice, which I try to make sure I use a little bit. Abigail, I love that. I do want to see you someday whenever I come to New York. I have the Southern accent. You definitely don't have a Yankee accent. Please don't lump me in. No, wait. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay. Tommy's not feeling good. He has a really bad headache. I have Southern accent, and you definitely don't. Please don't let me into the same place with your dad. What do you mean the same place with my dad? What does that mean? I'm talking about my stepdad, the good dad. I'm not talking about my real dad. My real dad is from Kansas City. He doesn't have an accent. My real dad's a great man. That's okay, Erica. I know you're busy. Okay, Abigail. And guys, we went way over 2 hours. It didn't feel like it. We covered a lot tonight. Hey, hit subscribe. I lost a bunch of people over this damn stream. Let's see how many more we lost. Oh, we gained some back, but I still lost. I lost like 8 and then I gained back 3. Love you, Robin Miners. Have a good dinner. Guys, hit subscribe. You may not be subscribed. Hit subscribe before you go. Hit the like button. Hit the hype button. Tomorrow's what? Tuesday? I will be here tomorrow. I think I decided to not do the T-Mobile thing. Debbie Love and Life, I got your thing on that. That's what they were offering me. But there was so much added on shit that it added up to $225 a month. And I just thought about it and I was like, you know what? $225 a month is insane for 2 phones. Also, I just feel like they did not want my business. So I was going to do that tomorrow and I'm still tinkering with it because I absolutely hate, yeah, Tennessee girl. I would never lump you in with him. I hate Verizon and I hate this phone. So I still haven't decided, but I will be back tomorrow. Thank you, Natalie. I will be back tomorrow for sure. Mods, thank you for tonight. And Helena, I'm glad I got to see you. Abigail, wow. Closing. Oh Lord, I have so many enemies. So many are against me, but you, oh Lord, are a shield around me. I love this one. You are my glory, the one who holds my head high. May you bless your people. That's a good scripture. That's a great scripture. Okay, Dawn. Whatever Yardia says, ask your doctor if Yardia is right for you. Abigail, that's a beautiful scripture. And thank you again. You super chatted a lot tonight. Don't get yourself in trouble. I appreciate it very much, but I don't want you to get in trouble with your parents. Have you ever thought about going through Apple to get your phone? Never. Do they have service? Dark Moon, I subscribed today and I love you. You are beautiful inside and out. Dang. I love that. You have no idea how much I appreciate that, Dark Moon. Thank you. And I hope that I see you again and again and again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is very kind. Love you, Barbara Waite. Please hit subscribe. Please do it. Just do it. Good night, Jan. Peace and hair grease. I got a lot of that going on. I haven't showered. I haven't washed my hair since like, what is today? Monday? Saturday. It's not that bad. Love you, Natalie. Okay. I'll text you about going through Apple. Does Apple offer phone service? What? Tommy is on tonight. Yes. I rule he will be on in about 20 minutes. Whoa, Hux. Damn, son. Yeah. You squeezy ass. You scared me. What about Mint Mobile or something? Yeah, I haven't looked into that, Original Ann. Why that high? Why do I pay so much less? I don't know, Mimi, but I just don't think I want to do it. And then some people are like, that's about right. And some people are like, no, that's a lot. I don't want to pay that. It's a lot. Mods, thank you. And I love you guys. Guys, thank you for the super chats tonight. That was really, really kind. It helps Huxley and I out so much. Kia, guys, look at how skinny she is. Oh, stop. Look at it. Look at the bunny feet. Look at the bunny foots. Kia, you had me at that cat. Jerry, I have 3 cats. It's a damn nightmare, girl. Look at all the cat hair flying around. Okay, I will be back tomorrow is all I was trying to say. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon, probably around 4:30-ish, I would say, Central. Charcoal Ninja. And I love you guys. And I really love you, Ruby. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the love, the support, gifting memberships, being a member. I also just want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sitting with me through this. I really appreciate it. It's my love language. I missed a lot of streams this month and spending on virtually every stream, even if it's just a closing. I think I'm okay. Well, I appreciate it, Abigail, and I'm very grateful. I just want you to be mindful of it as well. They use all of the cell companies, but offer much better deals. What? I love you, Debbie Love and Life, and I was so excited to see you yesterday. Love you and bless you, Heavenly Heather Lane. I love you guys. And I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here with me. And I mean that. I love nothing more than engaging with you guys. Love you, BB. I will see you tomorrow. And be careful if you're going to take Yardia. She's a pisser. All right, then. I mean, it's not her fault, right? She's not from here and she's zesty. Interesting. Ghost Rider. I don't know what that means. All right, Joan Marie, he's coming up. Here comes Fred. Love you, Abigail. Love you, Original Ann. And I will, Dark Moon, thank you again. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And here comes Fred.